Welcome to Drawful Animate, where you make mistakes and can't erase them. Kind of like life, huh? With this many players, we have time for 2 rounds. Follow me into the game. I've sent a prompt to each of your devices. It might be kind of hard to draw, like gravy boat accident or pumpkin go round. Make an animation on your device that would fit that title. When you're done, hit submit. You'll get points for each player that guesses the correct title. You get it. Let's do this. Don't forget you can still join the audience by going to jackbox.tv and entering the room code. If you haven't already, tap on frame 2 and get started. The drawing is done. Let's check out the first animation. Now you write what you think they were trying to draw, or what you think will trick the other players. Here they all are. Which title do you think is quote-unquote correct? Come on, pick something. Okay, here's what happened. Dash off a title. it together and write something. I'm talking to you, discouraged novelist. Which of these terrible titles matches that disaster of an animation? Okay, you don't have a lot of time, just vote. Boy, I am psyched for these reveals. Okay, I've talked about something very similar in therapy. Ooh, there are some pretty good options here. Well, there's one. Go ahead and vote before the time runs out. I can't wait to see what happened. Folks, we got another animation. Time is ticking. Write faster. These are your choices. Some of them are good. Please vote. Let's see what happened. Round 2 is like round 1, but the stakes are higher and we're all a little bit hungrier. halfway through. Please advance to the second frame. Oh my god, I'm just kidding. It's me. Animation's complete. Let's see what we've got. Tap your fingers on the keyboard to create a title. Uphold democracy right now by voting. Alrighty, let's see what you did. And yes, that's a purposeful typo. We gotta keep you on your toes. Whoa, this is the best animation I've seen in the last 30 seconds. Submit a title or I'm canceling the game. Do not mess with me. And here are the options. Come on, vote. Just vote. Behold the results. Not sure what this one's saying, but it is saying a lot. We don't have all day. In fact, what a spread. Yum. Okay, time to vote. It would be so fun if you voted right now. Who got duped? This is the final drawing. Type something in. It's decision time. Here's a friendly reminder to vote. Who voted for what? Let's find out.
Truffle animate, it's art on overdrive. Once you start to try.
Welcome, potential hires. We're thrilled you applied for this exciting employment opportunity. If you haven't guessed, I'm the boss around here, but I like to think of myself more as a buddy. A boss buddy. Water?
Someone will get that.
I can tell you're all great candidates. Unfortunately, there's a whole bunch of you and only one job. It's incredibly stressful. For me! That's why I developed a revolutionary new hiring process. I'm going to interview you all at once and force you to judge each other. Whew, I feel more relaxed already. Deborah, clear my calendar. It's time to get to know our candidates. My first rule of management, a friend is just a coworker you haven't worked with yet. So let's get acquainted. I'm gonna send some icebreaker questions to your device. Answer them any way you want. There are no rules. Except this one rule. You gotta use at least 5 words, okay? Oversharing leads to overcaring. It's my first rule of management. Okay, I'll just file these. Now that I put you all at ease, I'm sending my first round of hard-hitting interview questions to your device. But instead of typing your responses, you'll be using words from your fellow interviewees to answer the questions. In business, we call that the old switcheroo. Tap any word you see to add it to your response. If you make a mistake, tap the word again to remove it. You can also drag words around to rearrange them. Can't find the right words for what you want to say? Then say something different, I guess. The first rule of management is just make it work already.
You should be halfway done now, okay? Hey, we're almost out of time.
Don't let me down. What's the difference between a team player and a lone wolf? I know one of these is better than the other, but as a test, why don't you guys choose? Cast your vote now. What would you consider the rock bottom of your career? Cool. Using words from 3 different people is worth a bonus. How do you know you're too sick to come into work? How would your colleagues describe you? A good manager knows that people are more than just numbers. Still, the numbers are the main thing, so let's see them. The biggest number is the best, if you ask me. Anyway, let's try a couple more icebreakers. Okay, you know the routine. Write whatever you want and don't be afraid to get descriptive. Paint me a word picture, dang it. Bub's here. We need more board members? No problem. Anyone watching can go to jackbox.tv and enter the room code to join the board right now. Also, I feel like this could have been an email.
I'm here to inform you that you've used half your time. Finish your answer before time runs out.
We don't recycle all this paper. Just the words. Round 2 of questioning. This time, I want to know how you would handle some tough workplace scenarios. Remember, you can use any word you see on your device in your answer. Try grabbing a word from the question itself. I haven't tried it, but it probably works.
Hey, you. You're halfway through the timer. You should hurry, time's running out.
Okay, let's see him. Everyone in the office has unexpectedly grown a mustache. How do you respond? Choose your favorite now. This round, winning answers boost your score even more. A keg delivery that was intended for a bar with the same name has arrived at the company. How do you respond? It's bring your child to work day and Jerry's son won't stop bothering you. What do you do? Nice trick stealing words from the question. Just about any text you see on your device is fair game. We like to view our office as a heist team. What would your job be during a bank robbery? Great work. That's what I'll be saying every day to the one of you who gets the job. Let's see who the front runner is. You know what would go down smooth right now? One more icebreaker. Don't overthink it. Just put down whatever enters your mind. Unless you're thinking about spiders, too scary.
I'm here to inform you that you've used half of your time.
Looks like words to me. Okay, it's the final round, and it appears we're missing something. Your resumes. Probably my fault. I got jealous of all the other jobs you've had, so I ripped them up. But you know what? I don't need resumes. Just finish the personal statement that's already started on your device. And hey, don't screw it up.
Hey, you're halfway through the timer.
All right, business time. Vote for your favorite now. It's the final round, so I'm upping the point bonus even more. wish I could hire you all, but the first rule of management is one employee per job. The job goes to... Congratulations! You're our new junior officer of urges and mergers. Welcome to the team! Oh, and Allison, you're fired. Really?
Life is short, but the days are long. Never thought you'd be feeling so blue. Stuck at home with the TV on, wanting something important to do. Somewhere where
Your room code is NUTS. The room code is NUTS. The room code is NUTS. Your room code is NUTS.
Take my coat.
The room code is NUTS. The room code is NUTS. Not long ago, on a perfectly poisonous night, there was a gathering of the world's most ingenious detectives, who by chance were also the world's most duplicitous murderers. They had devised a unique competition where they earned points for solving crimes and points for committing them. Each detective had a stash of 2 murder weapons. Look at the prompt on your device to see the first one you'll draw. But be cautious. As a murderer, you also have a calling card, a letter from your own name that you must include in your drawings. Do your best to hide the letter as part of the image, like so. If your calling card is too obvious, your fellow detectives may spot it and trace the weapon back to you. Draw 2 weapons and hide your calling card now. By the way, if you've played before, you can turn off tutorials in the settings menu. I promise not to take it personally. If you're still on your first weapon, it's about time to move on to your second. Each detective had brought a loyal accomplice disguised as a party guest. Use your device to give your guest a name. Any clever moniker will do, but don't leave any clues to your own identity.
Yes?
Yes, that will do nicely. And just in time for the party.
Everyone, your attention please. Please welcome our honorees for the evening, the world's greatest detectives.
Such enthusiasm. Most a shame you're going to spoil his party.
I'm your host, Lord Tibbet, and yes, this is my mansion. Oh, you brought gifts. You can set them down anywhere.
Looks like one of your drawings is out in the open, just as well. These gifts represent every type of weapon you'll see this evening, and no detective draws the same weapon twice.
Oh, and allow me to welcome your esteemed guests. Wonderful. Now, let's just... What in blazes? I could have sworn I paid that bill. At least with you all around, we can be sure there won't be any foul play.
Oh, I wouldn't be so sure. Now's your chance to strike. Choose a guest to murder on your device. Then guess which detective brought them to the ball. Use your knowledge of what your fellow detectives may have written, or simply take a stab in the dark. If you're the first to figure out who brought a guest, your murder is successful, but your weapon will be left behind as evidence. And hurry, the darkness won't last forever.
Regret rearranging all the furniture yesterday. And we're back. Does anyone need a Holy Roman Empire? 4 of our guests have been murdered.
Each successful murder earns a point for the murderer. And the longer you get away with it, the more you can earn.
Well, at least the world's greatest detectives happen to be here. What a stroke of luck. To my amateur detective board. Aha, we found the murder weapons. Let's start with just 2 of these despicable doodads. Thanks to science, we can tell how many awful attempts were made on each guest's life.
And if you brought one of these guests, each of those attempts earns you points.
This is peculiar. If I didn't know better, I'd say these weapons are the same as some of the gifts you all brought.
What a coincidence.
Unfortunately, we really only have time to solve one of these cases.
That means the other murderer will get away, for now.
Examine the evidence and talk through your theories. Choose the case you have the best chance of solving.
Very well.
Come now. Here.
Come on.
All right.
Tick-tock.
Don't ask me why, but I'm the only one with the authority to break this tie. You there. I'm choosing you at random to use my lucky magnifying glass. Use your device to move it over the evidence for a closer look. Now, everyone hurry and vote for who murdered this guest. Don't be afraid to collaborate with your fellow detectives. There's no I in investigation.
Aha. Yoo-hoo.
A hung jury? We can't convict anyone without a majority vote. Get it together and vote next time. My party depends on it. There's one pair of murders left to examine. What a tragedy.
Oh, it's not all bad.
All right, same as before.
And if you're a murderer, deflect suspicion onto the other case. Your life depends on it, or at least your sterling reputation.
Oh. Oh. Come now.
I guess even famous detectives don't always agree. I'll break the tie. Your turn with the magnifying glass. And the rest of you, feel free to yell at them if they miss something. I wish I had any idea who the murderer is.
Well, we can eliminate one suspect. Their drawing for this weapon is right in front of us.
Yes. Get on with it.
If the room is voting to condemn you, now's your last chance to convince them otherwise.
You're accusing one of your colleagues? Fess up, detective. Are you innocent or guilty of this crime? You villain! I sentence you to the ultimate punishment. Continued forced small talk with strangers at this party. Great work solving that case. I'm keeping track of who votes for the guilty party and awarding each of you points when you're right, even when the rest of the group gets it wrong. As for the murders we didn't get to, I promise we'll get to it later. Now on to the blast.
Time to refill your quiver. Draw 2 more weapons using the prompts on your device. You'll be hiding the same letter, but it may look a bit different than before. That's half your time. I hope you used it wisely.
Ah.
While you're at it, recruit a new accomplice by entering another name. Remember, an accomplice that no one tries to murder doesn't do you any good. Give them a name that really pops.
Yes?
Masterfully done.
What's this? Why, we have some new arrivals. Please join me in welcoming our new guests. I'm happy to see anyone who doesn't know about what just happened. Hey!
Choose another guest and guess who brought them. If you're right, the dark deed will be done.
At least the dance floors are saints and martyrs! More murders? Bennington, get the quill. We have a lot of condolence cards to write. Let's try to wrap this up before the crudités are served.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Come on.
It's time to turn your casual mistrust into formal accusations.
All right.
Don't forget you can use the magnifying glass to highlight what you found for your fellow detectives.
Aha. Yes, yes.
Tally-ho!
What do you have to say for yourself?
Well, what did you think?
Oh, bit of a blunder there. Still, if any of you did vote for the actual guilty party, I'll see to it you're rewarded with points at the end of the night. I think I got most of the blood out of the carpet. Now, whatever you... Oh, fiddlesticks!
Why not take another stab at it?
This is all my fault. I knew I I should have put no homicides on the invitation. Small road bump. I'm sure we can... Pyramid of beef pies! Come on! Choose a case to solve. I'll just be sitting here trying to get viscera out of 18th century satin.
Aha! Yoo-hoo. Well then. Yes, yes.
All right already.
The suspense is killing me. Is it the suspense? Did the suspense do it?
My word.
Did I mention that your calling cards aren't necessarily unique? It's possible for two murderers to have the same letter, in case...
Do tell.
No.
Well, I guess I have to throw out all the killer court pamphlets I just printed. Now, someone get the midnight. The party's nearly over and we left like a lot of these murders unsolved. Look, just take a guess at all of the remaining cases. I'll give you points if you're right, even if the group votes the other way.
And I'll give murderers extra points for every detective they fool into voting for someone else.
Time is running out. Please, hurry.
Very well.
Very interesting. Moving on.
Oh,
Yes.
oh yes.
Very well.
You're a natural.
Oh, come on.
Oh, I've never felt better.
I forgot about that one.
Come on.
Excellent. Moving on.
Yoo-hoo. I've got
Come on.
That one was gruesome.
Very well.
Brilliant work.
Right.
Ha! Hello. And I do it again.
Excellent work, detectives. Some of you were way off. As promised, I've been keeping track of who the best detective is. Let's see who gets the prize.
But there's also the matter of who the best murderer is. And what about the most popular accomplices? And our overall winner is...
Congratulations. It was an amusing evening, but I've just remembered most of you are murderers, so I'm running away!
Oh, somebody's feisty.
I have arrived.
Where was I?
What a lovely experiment. Neil.
Not long ago, on an evening marked by murder and mayhem, there was a gathering of the world's most brilliant detectives, who, as it happens, were also the world's most devious murderers. They had devised a unique competition where they earned points for solving crimes and points for committing them. Each detective was equipped with 2 murder weapons. Look at the prompt on your device to see the first one you'll draw. But take heed, as a murderer you also have a calling card, a letter from your own name that you must include in your drawings. Do your best to hide the letter as part of the image, like so. If your calling card is too obvious, your fellow detectives may spot it and trace the weapon back to you. Draw 2 weapons and hide your calling card now. By the way, if you've played before, you can turn off tutorials in the settings menu. I promise not to take it personally. your time's half gone, you should be starting your second drawing.
Fine.
Fundamental.
It's done.
Each detective was aided by a secret accomplice disguised as a fellow party guest. Use your device to give your guest a name. Any pseudonym will do, but don't leave any clues to your own identity.
Yes!
See to it.
Perfect, and not a moment too soon.
Everyone, your attention please. Please welcome our honorees for the evening, the world's greatest detectives.
He wouldn't be so thrilled if he knew you like I do.
I'm your host, Lord Tippett. Thank you for dressing extra fancy. Oh, you brought gifts. You can set them down anywhere.
Looks like one of your drawings is out in the open just as well. These gifts represent every type of weapon you'll see this evening, and no detective draws the same weapon twice.
Oh, and let's have a warm welcome for your esteemed guests. Wonderful. Now, let's just... What the devil? Damn storm must have knocked the power out. Stay calm, everyone. At least with you all around, we can be sure there won't be any foul play.
Oh, I wouldn't be so sure. Time for the fun part. Choose a guest to murder on your device. Then, guess which detective brought them to the ball. Use your knowledge of what your fellow detectives may have written, or simply take a stab in the dark. If you're the first to figure out who brought a guest, your murder is successful, but your weapon will be left behind as evidence. And be quick, the lights could come back on any second.
I'm starting to wish I hadn't sold my collection of live fireflies. Well, that ends as snakes alive. 4 of our guests have been murdered.
I'm giving each of you secret points for every successful murder. And the longer you get away with it, the more you can earn.
Well, at least we have the world's greatest detectives here to solve these crimes. To the evidence board! Aha! We've found the murder weapons. Let's start by looking at just 2 of these instruments of death. If we look carefully, we can tell how many vicious attempts were made on each guest's life.
And if you brought one of these guests, each of those attempts earns you points.
This is strange. If I didn't know better, I'd say these weapons are the same as some of the gifts you all brought.
How ironic.
Unfortunately, we really only have time to solve one of these cases.
That means the other murderer will get away, for now.
Examine the evidence and talk through your theories. Choose the case you have the best chance of solving.
Well,
Fascinating.
we're waiting.
At once.
Excellent. We have our case. You there. Now I'm choosing you at random to use my lucky magnifying glass. Use your device to move it over the evidence for a closer look. Now, everyone hurry and vote for who murdered this guest.
I see.
Whoever has the most votes when time runs out will be convicted.
Interesting. Come on.
On with it.
Come now.
You claim one of your fellow detectives is the killer? Fess up, detective. Are you innocent or guilty of this crime?
No.
Well, this is awkward. For all you, mostly. Still, if any of you did vote for the actual guilty party, I'll see to it you're rewarded with points at the end of the night.
And as for our escaped murderer, keep lying low and there will be even more points in your future.
There's one pair of murders left to investigate. Try to do it better this time. What a tragedy.
Oh, it's not all bad.
All right, detectives, you know the drill.
And if you're a murderer, deflect suspicion onto the other case. Your life depends on it, or at least your sterling reputation.
My word. Yes, yes.
Oh. What's this? Make haste.
Here's the magnifying glass. Let's take a closer look, shall we? Now all we have to do is actually solve the case.
Well, we can eliminate one suspect. Their drawing for this weapon is right in front of us.
Perhaps. Let's continue.
Let's extrapolate. Now. Come on.
Well, what do you have to say for yourself?
How illogical.
You're not a criminal? Then why do you have such a roguish charm? As for the murders we didn't get to, I promise we'll get to it later. Now, don't let... Oh, no.
We need some more weapons to keep this party going. Draw 2 more weapons using the prompts on your device. You'll be hiding the same letter, but it may look a bit different than before.
As you were.
Excellent.
You've used half your time. Don't forget, you have 2 drawings to finish.
Eureka!
Now enter a name for your new accomplice. Remember, an accomplice that no one tries to murder doesn't do you any good. Give them a name that stands out.
Fundamental.
Indeed.
See to it.
True artistry.
Oh, I see we have some late arrivals to the festivities. Please join me in welcoming our new guests. Fashionably late, but at least they're alive. Damn it!
Select another guest and try to deduce who brought them. If you're right, the dark deed will be done.
Don't lose your heads. Unless they're already gone, then my apologies. I'm not sure I can take much more Bilbo Baggins! More murders? Do we think these stains are blood or rhubarb pie? Either way, a tragedy. I hate both of these weapons. I hate them.
There.
What's this?
At once.
Interesting.
Whomst committed this crime? By the way, you can use the hurry up button to speed up the timer if your fellow detectives are dragging their feet.
I see.
Come on.
Yes, yes.
The suspense is killing me.
I'm afraid not.
You were completely wrong. I suppose there's a first time for everything. Just sweep up the glass, kick that eyeball under the ottoman. Good as new. Now, all of you... Oh, phooey.
Another murder? Oh, let's be bad.
Well, my nerves are certainly a bit...
Holy mackerel.
This never happens to the other lords. You choose a case while I choose another Cabernet.
Interesting.
What's this?
Ahem.
Perhaps.
Aha!
Make
now.
haste.
I admit it, I invited this guest, which isn't weird because it's my party. I simply can't bear to hold the magnifying glass myself. I like the cut of your jib. I do love to see the pros in action.
Yes, yes.
Aha! Ow!
Spill it. You are guilty! But most of our police force is afraid of the dark, so we'll have to call them in the morning, of course. Great work solving that case. I'm keeping track of who votes for the guilty party and awarding each of you points when you're right, even when the rest of the group gets it wrong. Now, where did I... Midnight? If we don't solve the rest of these cases right now, I'm going to have a lot of explaining to do. Look, just take a guess at all of the remaining cases. I'll give you points if you're right, even if the group votes the other way.
And I'll give murderers extra points for every detective they fool into voting for someone else.
Time is running out. Please hurry.
There.
Let's extrapolate. Come on.
Yes, yes.
Fascinating. It was only logical.
I'm impressed.
Oh,
Interesting.
come on.
Well then, come now.
Very clever. Let's move on.
Let's extrapolate. Come on.
I see. Let's continue.
At once.
Bravo.
Come on.
My word.
What's
On
this?
with it.
Make haste. No prison can hold me.
Wonderful execution.
Ahem.
Oh yes, come now.
Aha! Now!
Took you long enough.
Brilliant. Don't stop now.
Perhaps. Let's continue.
Make
Let's
haste.
extrapolate. Come on.
Yes, yes, let's go.
What's this?
At once. Oh.
My word, we're waiting.
Excellent work, detectives. For the most part. As promised, I've been keeping track of who the best detective is. Let's see who gets the prize.
All well and good, but let's see who the best murderer is. And who brought the most popular accomplices. And our overall winner is...
Congratulations! The real victim tonight was my social standing. Leave me to mourn it in peace.